Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today I'm doing a special Tip Tuesday video for Mustafa. Last week we did some little rings with the dog paws and cat faces, and Mustafa had said he doesn't have round pliers. So I took the challenge and I'm doing a ring today where you don't need any jewelry making tools. So I'll start by showing you the difference between a couple of wires. I'll be working with 20 gauge wire today. I have the artistic wire. It's a copper wire, silver plated, and then I have an aluminum wire. And just off the bat, I'll show you how easy or difficult it is to cut the wire. So if you do not have cutters, an option would be to use scissors, but a pair of scissors you're not too worried about damaging because they can damage the scissors. You can try with nail clippers, or you can just try by bending the wire. So let's try with the aluminum. So for the aluminum wire, you can take the scissors and just cut it pretty easily. And then for the nail clippers, you can also clip it quite easily. And the other option is to just literally bend it back and forth, and you can bend it quite easily. So that's the aluminum. And then for the copper wire, so if we just pull it out a little bit, and we'll try it with the scissors. So still you're able to cut it. Like I said, don't use your best scissors. And with the clippers, you can also clip it. And then to bend it, you can hold it with your fingernail and just bend it back and forth. And it does take longer to bend than the aluminum wire, but you can do it. And so let's go ahead and see how we can make something without the round pliers. So last week we did one that was a dog paw and a heart, and we did a cat face and a heart. And so let's go ahead and do a combination. Amber had suggested doing a cat face and a paw. So let's do that. So let's cut a piece about, 8 inches long. So we'll go ahead and cut it with our scissors. And then what we want to do is we have to first form the paw. So let's go ahead and form the paw, and we're going to start it just a little bit from the end. Now, if you don't have round pliers, normally I would have used the round pliers to hold it and make the round shape. But if you do not have round pliers, you can use a nail. You can use a paper clip and just like open it up and wind it around the paper clip. You can wind it around a piece of wire, like say you have an 18 gauge piece of wire. So there's a few possibilities for that. So say you're just going to go ahead and use the paper clip. So just bend it out so we have something to work with. And we'll go ahead and form the loop. So what we want to do here is just start about here, and we're going to form the loop around here. Okay, so that's going to be the first loop. And then we want to form another loop. So we're going to bring this one over to this side and form the loop again. And we want it to go the opposite direction. So hold it here and bring it around. Okay. So then we have these two beside each other. Okay. So we have a couple of loops there. It definitely is trickier to do than with the pliers, but you can get the hang of it. And then if you have to like loosen it up a bit, just remove it. And then you can hold it like this and then bend it down a little bit. If you have to change the angle, hold it, put your paper clip back in and bend it down a bit. So now we need another loop. So we're going to bring this one here and bend it around. We want this going the same direction. So we're just going to bend it around here and bring it here. So we've got that one here, and this would be much easier to do with the aluminum wire. I'm using the stiffer wire right now. So if you want a wire that's easier to work with, use the aluminum wire. So we're going to bring this around here. So there you have, you know, your first 4 loops, and then you're going to have to like adjust them. So if you could want to adjust them, put the paper clip back in, and then you just kind of work with it a little bit here, like put the paper clip back in, and then just kind of start forming it around, okay? And then we want to bend it that way to start your rings. So just put it back in here and then bend it a little bit to the left, okay? And now we need to form the little paw part, so we're going to need a larger round form for that. So what you can use for that is the top of a pen and just hold it in place. So rather than using the round pliers, I'm just going to put the pen in here and form it this way. Just form it a little bit up here. Okay, kind of like we did in the previous video. I'll link up the other video below, and just kind of keep winding it in a bit. And then you want to bend that part down. So actually what you could do to bend that down is you can just like use your finger and just bend it down a bit like that, okay? And then we want to bend it up again, so we're going to get the pen and bend it up. So you'll see you have less precision than with the pliers, but you definitely, you know, you definitely can do it. So there's the shape of the paw, and then we're going to hold this here, and we want to bend that one over. So what we're going to do is just take that and bend it over. You're probably better to leave a larger end. It's going to be a lot easier to bend. And if you need help pushing it and you don't want to hurt your finger, grab a flat surface like a knife and just bring it down here. And then you could go and get your cutters and just clip them. These are good because they're quite precise. And then you can just push that with use a dull knife, and you can just push the end in a little bit there so it won't be pokey. And now, say you don't even have a ring cone, you can use a marker, and you're going to bring this one around here. So now we want to form the cat face. So we want to bend this down on a bit of an angle to start the chin. So let's use the flat edge of our knife, and we're just going to hold it here. Okay, hold it where you want to bend it with your thumb on the flat edge, and then just bend it on a right angle, and it makes a nice little right angle there. And then let's go ahead and get the end of our pen, or you can use a Sharpie, whatever shape is going to be the right size. So we're going to bring that around here like that. And then if you want the round shape to be a little bigger, you know, use a larger round form. That's not a problem at all. Okay, and then we want to bend it again on a sharp angle. So say the knife is too big, you could get a fork and just hold it in place, you know, where you want to bend it, and just hold it tightly, and then just give it a sharp bend like that. So if you want to bend it up, you could get, you know, whatever tool you have that works, and just hold it sort of near where you want it to bend, and then just bend that up. Okay, so you've got a nice little bend there, and then you want to bend it back down. So hold it in the position. If that's too big, if it's not going to fit in there, go back to your fork and then just hold it in the position that you want it. It's a little tricky to eyeball it, but just hold it where you think you need to bend it, and then bend that down. So right away you have this cute little shape of the cat face, and then we're just going to adjust it a bit how you want. Like I said, you have a little less precision, but it definitely works. So we're going to hold that in place, and we're going to take this and just wind it right around here, and then you can use your little cutters, or if you want to use, if you don't have little nail cutters, you can use your scissors, but don't use scissors that you cherish because it's not going to work too well. And sometimes you can just do like a little cut, like just to put a little pressure on it, and then when you bend it back and forth, it's going to come a little more easily. So sometimes it's just a matter of starting it with the scissors, and then you bend back and forth to get it in place, and then from there you can just push it down so the end's not rough, and stick it on your ring cone, and there you have it. Not too bad for a ring that we had no tools. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your creations, be sure to join the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our wire art and jewelry on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I'll link it up below. And if you'd like to be on my mailing list, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. I'll link that up below as well. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you the next time.